end of your last combat with the Doctor and Co. Everybody was beat to shit, and somewhere in the base is still the reptoid that was in the jail cell, and you haven't gone through any of the computers, either on the ship or in the base itself. And I'll leave it to you.
Well, let's go crack some computers.
Agreed.
Sadly, to get my mysticism up, I had to sack my computer, so I'm probably a step behind you and Rick's now.
Oh no. Okay. If you make your way back to the room where you first saw the Doctor here in the base, the control center, you can all, anyone with computers or engineering, can recognize the devices here are alien communication and computer technology. So you can attempt to hack into it. You think these are going to be pretty sophisticated.
I'm going to re-roll that one.
Oh, you're only plus 12? Never mind, I actually have more than you still.
See.
But
Oops,
I will
hold on.
aid since we were going into that assumption.
Well, I have a plus 12 plus at least 2 more. So.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So
You'll get an aid from me.
by the time everyone else
30.
rolls up in the room, Rix has already made his way into the computer, and he finds okay. Okay. Who can read Reptoid?
Ava can now.
All right. So Ava, or anyone else that can read the files on the computer, and they include entries on specific Reptoid agents. For instance, Narla Yalamis, Orbir Pike, and Co. For the context of these reports, you can recognize them and Shez, but no one else with certainty. Narla and Shez, previous to being assigned to the base here, were serving at the steward station on Roselight, which is a city on Liavara, one of the Pact Worlds, before being assigned here. It's clear from the reports that you're reading, reptoids have infiltrated the city of Roselight. Although it looks like some of these agents have ceased communicating with superiors or possibly gone missing. Dr. Nodens also gave a full briefing, including images, video, specifically video of you murdering several stewards, to superiors of hers somewhere on Liavara. Let's see.
Is there information on why they're infiltrating this city, or is it just generic mustache twitching?
It doesn't seem like that, no. They don't have anything explaining their motives. Looking at the video footage of yourself, it has been manipulated to make you appear to be terrorists who were storming in and attacking the facility for no reason, and then heavily implicating you in the destruction of the base. Yeah.
That's problematic.
Certainly is. In addition, you also have control of the hangar door, power, lighting, and environmentals.
So her superiors are probably reptoids?
That would be your assumption, yes.
Where is this? What did you call it? Leonara?
Leovara, I'll type it out.
Where is that?
See which planet specifically it is. It is the planet right before Bretheta, so it is not too far away. It is another one of the gas giants of the Pact Worlds.
Do we know anything about it?
Yeah, you could make a culture check to see what you know about Leovara. This is page 108.
Culture.
Everybody here was supposed to be like the policeman or whatever.
Right, the stewards are the police.
Her superiors are quote unquote other stewards, right? But we are thinking they're at this point reptoids.
Let me see here.
Or is this a reptoid that we know she's reaching out to? That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, that's what I'm just taking a look at. So this says she gave a full briefing to unnamed superiors, and then, unfortunately, similar information, doctored for the audience, has been transmitted to the stewards. So possibly she's informed both stewards and reptoids.
Is Leovara where more stewards are or where reptoids live?
There are more stewards on Leovara. There's stewards kind of everywhere. Okay, so Leovara is one of the two massive gas giants in the Pact World system. It is known for its peach-colored skies, extensive dust rings, and countless shepherd moons. However, Leovara itself does not have full Pact Worlds membership. Instead, the neighboring world of Bretheta administers Leovara as a refuge for the planet's notable species, the Barathu-like Dreamers. This is a race of prophetic sleeping jellyfish that wake up from time to time with things to say. Nevertheless, many societies and cultures thrive on Leovara and its moons, and commerce and industry is booming despite the strict limitations placed on these activities. There's a lot of gas mining that goes on. Leovara is the only planet in the system to sport rings of any kind.
Nifty.
So,
Wonder where they got that idea.
I don't know.
what else is in this computer?
That is pretty much it for what is in the computer.
Did we do a full shakedown of this place yet, or was that just kind of assumed during the downtime?
That was kind of it. It's pretty small. Like the hangar takes up the majority of it. I think I gave you all the treasure that was in the other rooms. There wasn't much.
I'm pretty sure you did. I'm almost positive that's where we left off. But I just want to make sure it's not one of those things like, oh, damn, you should have checked that room.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So that pretty much concludes the end of book 3. And as we are now halfway through the AP, I want to do a thing. So,
Are we going to do a clip show?
kind of. So we are going to play a custom version of the game Follow that I have put together here with Amber. Let me find the document and I'll send it to you. I can put this in Discord and I will read to you what follow is. So we're playing a little modified version of this. Typically, follow is a very rules-light RPG where you pick a quest of some kind, and then you have 3 challenges that you choose from a list, and each player narrates a short scene. You choose one other person, or maybe 2 people, and you have a scene with those people explaining what you do for that part of the challenge. And then once everyone has had a scene of their own, then we vote on whether that challenge succeeds. And we do that 3 times, and then decide together whether the quest succeeds or fails. So typically, this is something you would do with just like characters that you make up, and there might be the chance for your characters to die if the quest fails. I'm borrowing a different element instead of that from the Quiet Ear, which is these contempt tokens that you see here in the middle. And I will explain that when we get closer to it. So I put the quest that we're going to be doing in Discord, if you would like to take a look at it. I've titled it The Exodus. So here, each of these starts with a short description of what is happening. The path out has been revealed, i.e. your ship. However, there are some things that need settling before we can depart. So, together, you have 2 questions to discuss. What is the name of your ship? Currently, it's the Void Crier. Is that what you want it to remain? And second, which one of your foes poses the greatest threat?
Shit.
So this is a full-on RP session.
I need more beers.
I mean, get out the list of who our enemies are, who's on it.
Yeah.
That's a
The
question
Greys
for
are the one that
Riggs.
started all this, so I vote them.
But these reptoids are taking over. I mean, we don't know how far their reach is.
We had a gray ship trailing us, and we didn't even know it until like we happened to catch like a little shimmer in our rearview mirror.
The reptoid could merely be another test by the Greys.
Exactly.
Oh, Lord, I hadn't even considered it.
Don't get me wrong, the reptoids are awful, but I mean, greatest foe, it's got to be the Greys.
I think we're all missing the obvious.
I think it's fighting the
Pansy.
space gas station. What? Pansy is nothing but a gentleman.
Actually, yeah, no. Her opinion of Pansy has changed greatly after he twinkled through and saved her life.
He really did. That was a great MVP moment.
Yeah,
I mean,
straight up.
You say you don't know his way around in a bottle of essential oil.
Mhm.
Any other input here?
I mean, I think it's Greys.
Yeah, I think it's Grace too.
I
Now
think
I'm
it's
convinced that the reptoids are part of the Grey plot.
That's where I'm leaning. That's what I think.
I lean towards severely dry skin.
I think we're just caught in the middle between 2 factions that don't like each other very much. But I mean, the Greys, that's where this started. I still don't understand them.
It just didn't seem to be like trying to take over the world evil, just more like a curiosity without consent type of deal. Which maybe could be ironed out with some kind of treaty. But you know, reptoids, they just infiltrate and take over, and then when you find out, they just kill you. You know? But I mean, this makes a good point. Like, we don't know if any of this is even real. This could all be orchestrated by the Greys in our minds.
That's
don't,
very true.
Don't start that again. My head feels like it's gonna throb.
I'm sorry, Ava, but we gotta at least consider it.
Well, sounds like we're at least all in agreement about the Greys.
Okay. So then, what is the name of your ship?
So is this just what we call it? Like, this is an out of character question. Like, I assume ships are registered under certain names, so we'll need to like still call it by the thing when we dock.
Potentially. You could have that altered later, though. What would you like your ship to be called? Let's say that.
Well, they say hospitality is best in the South, so I'll say Southern hospitality. People will just think we're friendly. Right, Rex, you got to pick one. You can't give us that many options.
I can't. I can do this all day, actually.
This is the only thing he's been thinking about this whole time.
I mean, we could call it SoCo for short.
I just picture Rick's kind of naming these off and naming these off, and then like after every one, Cornelius is like, "Yes, yeah, that's the one," and then he says another one. No, yeah, you're right, this one. Every single, regardless of what you're.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't like that.
Oh wait. Okay then. How about this?
Ah, that's a lot better.
I think that's better that way. Anyone have any favorites?
Honor Bound is taken.
That is true.
Oh.
Is that what you named your ship, Kavina?
No, I've just heard rumors of a ship named that.
Is that Truth Prime, or is that an accidental apostrophe there?
Truth
Alpha.
Prime.
Oh,
Truth
okay.
Prime is a good name.
Truth Prime's not a bad. Actually,
No,
I like it. Out of character and in a character. I like that. Given we don't know what the F is going on.
I mean, what do you
Truth-
go for? What?
I'd be kind of okay with Truth Prime.
I like Truth Prime. I like Astral Projection. Ghosts of the past ain't bad, but it kind of only applies to one of us. The rest of us are from the here and now.
You don't know what your
I'm real
more
proud of that.
recent past is.
I mean, for all I know, I was made in a lab, and my whole life isn't real.
So Peaches is
Why'd
a
you have to put
traitor.
that
Got
idea
it.
in my head?
Nobody would mess with us.
I feel it is the only real answer. Who doesn't want to get on board the Chuck fucking Norris?
That's fair.
I mean, I like something involved with the word truth because I feel like that's what we're really after here.
And to
Is
go to
it though?
synonym.com real quick. Or thesaurus.com, sorry.
That's the same thing.
All right.
Veritas, that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that is a good name. Yes. On a bit of a journey as it is.
Mm.
I want to hear, I want to hear Matt say that in in his voice.
Which
Oh, dear God.
oh geez, I won't. William won't be able to read that. How logic cipher? BRB.
BRB sounds great.
Let's call it the BRB.
Kind of like Axiom.
That was one of the things under Truth Thesaurus.
Yeah.
I think
Ax-
like that it kind of represents us. None of us are really sure what the hell's going on, and you know.
Yeah.
Ava would totally be a nerd that spoke Latin if that was an available language.
We could even go with Axiom Prime if we wanted, since we're
The one truth.
Make it like a ad lib, and we all just put an adjective in.
Right.
Oh, that's great. I like the everyone pick a letter name.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that always devolves though. Someone starts with S, then someone goes to H, then of course next is I.
I always try to pick something with umlauts. The struggle is real here, boys.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like we're circling the drain.
A vote is for Axiom because I like it.
Same.
I'm fine any which way.
Right. Gonna type it in.
Oh.
Cool. Okay. So we have the first two things. The next thing we need to do is consider what makes the quest difficult. So there are a couple of priming questions on the sheet. There are 6 priming questions on the sheet. You can choose to gather 2 of those, or if you think there's something else that would be a good difficulty, you can share that with the group.
Can we pick number 6 twice?
It was 6 too.
You may pick it once.
I would. Ava votes for 4 and 5.
I vote for 4 and 6. Peaches votes for 4 and 6.
Okay, put it in chat so we have it.
For me, number 6 is like clearly the answer.
I'm gonna change that actually.
Okay.
Our group is remarkably skilled.
Well, I think we have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like motive wise.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, we are just bouncing around the galaxy, getting captured without even knowing it all the time.
Yeah, but doesn't that fall
Now I don't know what I'm doing.
ignorance is bliss category of we didn't know it happened, so we cool?
I don't know. There's been a lot of near-death
Next
experiences.
part now. Sorry.
So we're on what makes this quest difficult. Type in 2 of those options.
2. Okay.
So we need Kevin's vote. Although
Yeah, I'm all about that 1 and 6.
Right. It's definitely looking like 4 and 6 are the options.
yeah.
So our foe is crafty and clever, and we have almost no idea what we're doing. Okay.
Learning.
External, one internal threat.
Yeah.
Put this
Wait, what?
here.
I don't even need to hear this part because I know what my answer is for the part.
Whoops, the other one. Oh. Okay. Got those ideas. All right. So then the next part is the group of you. So at this point, you want to look at the two things below that. What I want from the quest and what I want from you, but you won't give me. So I randomly rolled these starting positions for all of you. So the second question here, what I want from you, applies to the person clockwise from you. So Ava, you were looking for something from Kuvina, but she's not giving it to you, and you have those 6 options. So I would like you all to write below your token first the thing that you want from the quest, and the second the thing you want from the other person.
How do we write?
So on the tools, click the third thing, I guess, or maybe it's the second for you. I don't know what it looks like as a player.
I and
Yeah, the I will get you a text box.
there we go.
Okay, so we all pick what I want from the quest, right? We
Right.
all pick one of those, and then you said clockwise, so I would be at what I want from Ava, but she's not giving me.
Yes. So what I want from the quest is your personal goal as a whole for this scenario that we're doing. And then what I want from you is from the other person in your party.
Where are we typing it?
Just somewhere below your token.
This
What's
is
the
tough
token
because
look
Kuvina's
like?
so nice.
So far, all I've figured out is how to literally draw on the map.
If you click that, you should be able to choose text instead of drawing. Like in the
It shows me a pink square and a square with checker marks.
Can you see my text, Alec? Did I do it right?
yes, I can see yours. So Kevin, where you selected the like drawing thing, if you click that, it should open up with options to change.
Oh, I just had to pull out on it twice. Gotcha.
Yep. Oh wait, shush, shush.
Hmm.
That one was obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a write-in answer for what I want from the quest?
You can, but it has to be a one-word option.
Is it going to be exit?
Yes.
Well, exit is the like overall quest. So unless your exit is from these idiots, maybe like solitude would be a good option.
There you go.
If
Just want to go back to what I was supposed to be doing
Right.
6 levels ago.
You're so much more of a badass at it.
This down so I can actually see what it says. Make it a little bit larger. All of these are larger. Oh.
Oh.
So which one was your first one, Matt?
Family.
Okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Mm.
Everybody.
No, I'm still trying to decide.
Okay. Pansy, which one is from the quest? 2 or 1?
The first one.
So 2.
And actually, I meant to press the 6.
Are we all gonna pick a different thing we want from the quest?
Clearly.
Maybe. I mean, you all have different motivations, so why not?
Yeah, it's funny.
So you
This
said
is literally
I would kind of hope we do.
which ones did you say you wanted, Kevin? 2 and 6?
2 and 6.
Okay, so we'll do this 2. Oops, I'm gonna change it. I got it. I'm gonna change these so that we know what they are. In mind is revenge and obedience.
Move it. Can't move them.
I got it. You have to change back to the grabby tool.
I don't know how to. Oh, there you go.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay, and 4 and 2 was
Pardon me.
caution and truth.
Obedience, Pansy.
Okay,
Get
perfect.
my downstream.
So everyone has chosen their stuff. This will be interesting. Okay, let me scroll to the next section.
I love how Ava wants friendship and she wants solitude.
Right.
That's perfect. That's amazing.
It's totally a group. It's like, please don't touch me.
Yeah, so it says the want from you section. Your main character starts off with a difficult relationship with the character to your left. To pick something you want from them that's important to you, but they're unwilling to give you. We've done that. We don't have minor characters. Moving on. Scrolling. Okay. So to complete the quest, our fellowship will face 3 challenges. We won't know what challenges will confront us at the start. We'll only know as they arise. Each challenge is something we need to do to move closer to our goal. If we succeed at a challenge, we're more likely to succeed at the quest. If we fail, or ignore, or refuse the challenge, it doesn't mean the quest fails, but it makes it harder for us to win in the end. You must pick challenges from the quest sheet, but your choices and the order you put them in define the flavor of your game. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so for each of the 3 rounds, we do the same thing. Pick our challenge, describe why it's difficult. Play scenes to explore how our characters deal with the challenge and each other. And this one has a thing that we're not going to do. So basically those 2 things. After the 3rd challenge is resolved and we've seen whether we succeeded at the quest, we'll have a short epilogue. Now, one thing that I'm adding into this is the contempt tokens I mentioned. Since I don't want to end up killing characters, I do want a way that we can show what our characters are feeling about this. So you can grab one of these tokens from the middle of the table and mark it with the color of the player that you disagree with. If you feel like you weren't consulted or honored in a decision-making process, you can take one of the tokens and place it next to your token. This is your outlet for showing disagreement or tension. If someone starts a project you don't agree with, you don't get to voice your objections or speak out of turn. You're instead invited to take a piece of contempt. They will remain in front of you until the end of the game. It will act as a reminder of past contentions. Primary role is as a social signifier. In addition, you can discard it back into the center of the table in 2 ways: by acting selfishly or by diffusing tensions. If you want to act selfishly to the known detriment of the community, you can discard a token to justify your behavior. You decide whether your behavior requires justification. This will often trigger others taking contempt tokens in response. If someone else does something that you greatly support that would mend relations and build trust, you can discard your contempt token to demonstrate how they've diffused past tensions. So, with all that said and done, let's pick a challenge. So on the second page of the Exodus, I have the goal, which is get out with a plan in place. And these are the different challenges that you have. We want to choose a player to pick first, or we can randomly determine if you like.
Matt.
Okay, great. Matt, it is. So, looking at the list of challenges, Matt, you have to choose a challenge. It establishes that this is the next important step we need to take in the quest. You can pick anyone you think that is appropriate, even one that has already been used. When in doubt, ask yourself, what do we need to do next? So,
Okay.
taking a look, which one do you think is the most important?
Getting out of here with a plan in place, I think we need to choose a captain.
Okay,
Oh,
give me a second here.
Wow, it's starting easy.
We're gonna say this level 1.
Just saying, I do have skills in management.
Okay, so the first thing is choosing a captain. So that's our challenge. Now you get to say why it's difficult. What makes it difficult and why do we need to do it? Don't say anything about how we'll solve it. Leave that instead for the scenes.
Right. Difficult because without leaving. Wait, what was the second part? But leave what for the scenes?
solutions.
Yeah, the solutions.
Oh, gotcha. The challenge is that there is no clear-cut leader all the time.
Okay. And why do we need a captain?
I guess we actually don't.
Someone's got to sit in that chair.
Right. Because of Starship Combat, yeah.
People run off and do whatever they want and put the whole party in jeopardy.
Now, this is currently a dictatorship. Only Matt gets to speak.
No.
This game.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess so that we don't have so that there's an arbiter when there's just
Okay. So now you get to pick the first player to make a scene. You cannot pick your own character. So consider who amongst the party would take the lead for this problem, and that should be the first person to go.
Got it. I think it's like I do. I think as soon as the word captain comes up or is muttered at all, Pansy's gonna jump.
Okay. So Pansy is the first to speak. So we also need to decide how long this challenge is going to take. Minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years. Imagine not months or years, but maybe hours, days.
I think hours. Sure.
Okay. All right. So let me see if that was. Oh, okay. So this is the pace for how long the scenes are going to take. So hours could still be fine if you want.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's if I'm following correctly.
Okay. So then, Pansy, you're going to be first. So what you do is, I'll read the scene's description. Each player makes one scene for the challenge. The person chosen by the player who picked the challenge makes the first one, followed by the player on their left, and continuing clockwise. Make, play, and finish each scene before starting the next. Scenes are meant to be the meat of the game, and your scene is your spotlight time. It's your chance to explore your relationships to other characters in the group. When you think about the quest and what you're doing to deal with the challenge, use your scenes to lay the groundwork and put plans in motion. But no matter what happens, we won't know if we succeed or fail at the challenge until everyone has made a scene. We may think things are going well or poorly, but we won't learn the outcome until we get to the climax. So making your scene. You need to say who is there, where it's happening, and what is going on. It is more important to describe a situation that is clear to all players than one that is particularly novel or interesting. Your scene should be about your main character, which you only have a character, and then 2 to 3 characters per scene is ideal. If you need an idea for your scene, pick someone you think it would be interesting for your character to talk to about what is going on, frame a scene with them, and see where it goes. Pick someone whose relationship with your character you understand, so you know how to talk to them, even if it's someone your character hates. If you still can't think of anything, ask for suggestions. So, who, what, and where about choosing a captain?
Interesting. I guess I would say Peaches and Ava.
Okay.
Because I feel that is the right group to go to try to become the captain. I guess the what is, I guess I want to be the captain now.
So what is going on around you? Like, what are you doing while you're having this discussion?
To set the scene.
Yeah.
I guess those two would be
Interior night.
6:45 p.m. Tuesday. No, I figure it'd be one of those situations where they're talking engineering and computer nonsense, and I gingerly flutter in.
Okay.
I think that would be the best scene.
Give me a second. I just realized I didn't make these tokens available for everyone.
It's all good.
Are the tokens for the people in the scene or for everyone?
The tokens are for people who are not in the scene, or people who feel like they are not being heard, or they don't have a chance to express their ideas. Let's see. If someone starts a project you don't agree with, or if you weren't consulted or honored in a decision-making process, or something similar.
And what are the colors that you're supposed to turn them?
I was saying take a token and mark it the color of the player's token. So if you have contempt with Rix, you would take this token and mark it blue.
This would be like somebody participating in the conversation that you are upset about their decision, or that they didn't include you, or whatever.
Right, yeah. Or like the 3 of you are in a conversation, but Kuvina really hates whatever Peaches says, so she might take a token.
Okay. Is there a max or min tokens you can have?
I don't think so. But so taking a token represents like your character's very upset about whatever happened. So it's supposed to represent actual contempt with this.
And the only people who take them are the ones who are in the current scene.
I think it's supposed to be who are not in the scene.
Sounds like it can be anyone.
Yeah, sure. The only thing that leads me to not people who are not in the scene is that if you're in the scene, you can involve yourself in the discussion. So
right.
I feel like I'm back in class, like where like I have an idea. It's like, oh, I hope someone doesn't steal it.
All right, so you guys are somewhere. Pansy's fluttered in. Are you on the ship? Are you somewhere in the base? So on the base we had like a rec room, we had some barracks, we had the computer room, the hangar bay.
I think the computer room is a nice, quiet, secluded place.
Okay.
I feel like we would need to discuss being a captain before we got on the boat.
All right, well, take it away.
I first would like to check on you two and see how you're feeling. I know you both have taken a lot of beatings, so I brought you some of my very special vitamins. because you know I care about you so very, very much. And when you're hurting, I want you to take one of these vitamins because it'll make you feel real good.
Right, but this better not be a monthly subscription.
No, you should take about one every day because it'll help fight the gout.
Gout still exists in this era?
Yeah, there's a lot of rich fatty foods in space. They probably haven't brought that up to you because
It's the space gout.
Space
yeah,
Cat.
space gout is very severe in space.
Oh, okay. Let me eat this. So what's up?
So, so I was thinking if we're gonna be going on that there space boat, someone needs to be in charge. And as this is really the brains of the group, I feel like this would be the right group of people to discuss said topic.
I do think we need a captain. I agree with you there. We need to make sure we're on the same page, you know, and our last fight, you know, Ava, we talked about this, you know, I'm a little concerned that you almost got yourself killed, and I think maybe establishing a leader, we might have a little bit more direct command.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. This is how I fought for years, and I guess I just haven't adjusted to my new everything.
It's okay. You know, I am actually here for the sole purpose of making sure everything is in ship shape and everyone's feeling good. So don't you worry about it, Ava.
I mean, I think we're all in agreement that you're our medic aboard the ship. That's your role here. You know, you're ship's doctor. You know.
Well, you know, that's one of my many skills. Let's put it that way. As someone who runs their own business, I have a lot of leadership skills. I've got literally years of managerial experience, and I feel like that's really what we need is not necessarily a who tells who what to do kind of guy, more of a like who is like the guy who's like setting the tone. So actually, I think Peaches, you should actually be the captain. I'll just kind of sit back and help make sure things move smooth. How does that sound?
Should be
Well,
someone.
I think we need an engineer, and I think I might be more comfortable in that role.
But
Strong moral compass, because I feel like we're
the
gonna.
last time we were on the ship, you did a real good job of yelling at people to get things done smoothly, and you're probably the most well balanced among us, both mentally and like physically. And I think that's what we really need.
I don't know. What do you think, Ava?
Definitely something to think about.
If you could pick, who would you pick?
Oh, I would need to give it more thought than that, but I would need to vote for someone that I had confidence that would see us through a situation with, integrity and and you know, just gonna make sure that we're gonna be tested a lot here over these next few weeks. We already have been, and we need to make sure that we're not compromised at the end.
Yeah, that sounds like Southern charm to me. And I know someone here who's full of Southern charm.
Syrian was pretty far south.
Um, Sometimes Southern charm rubs people the wrong way.
And
They don't.
because sometimes you gotta really stick to.
We might think about a captain who maybe is a bit more of a smooth talker. For those times when we don't want to just start fighting. I mean, I can swing a hammer like the best of them, but you know, sometimes I ain't so good at conversating. You know,
You know,
I'm okay at it. I'm getting better, but that's what I worry about. What if we don't want to fight and I got to talk to somebody and I don't really know how to get them on our side? Then what happens?
see, I've been spending a lot of time with the Dark Tapestry, and while staring into it one day, I saw this other realm called America, and they learned that you could eat your cake and have it too. So you could try to do well and not have violence.
Wait.
But the realm is doing what it does.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Did you say the Dark Tapestry?
And
No, no.
scene.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh man,
It's the space Dark Tapestry. It's totally different.
that was
Totally
wonderful. Oh god. Okay. So a couple things that I forgot
That's
to
the
read
same
over.
Dark Tapestry.
There's a consequence section. So if you think, if someone thinks you described your character succeeding at something too easily, you can add a consequence. Another player can add a consequence and describe how their actions put one of the other characters in danger or difficulty. Anyone can add a consequence, not just players in the scene. If you're making the consequence, you can put your own character into danger however you want. They're a tool to make sure everyone stays on the same page about what is possible and to avoid downplaying the difficulty you all face. And then for ending the scene, I called that one because I thought it was incredible. But when in doubt, end your scene earlier rather than later. Shorter scenes can be better than longer scenes, but the player making the scene has final say over when to end it. But anyone can suggest cutting. How do you know when you've done enough? Every scene should advance the story, but that doesn't mean you have to wrap up all the questions you raised to end your scene. Okay. I think that was a great first one. We probably got time for one more before I need to go.
I would very much like to go.
Well, we got to go in order, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay.
Peaches is next.
Peaches is next. So Peaches, you're continuing the Choose a Captain challenge, and you get to pick yourself and 1 to 2 other players. I think you can choose more, but smaller groups lead to better roleplay.
We keep going until it's resolved.
We keep going until Rix has finished his scene, and then we decide what the outcome is.
Okay, on the choose a captain, then we'll pick another thing.
Yeah.
Well, just wants to hear from because it would probably be her candidates for captain.
Okay, just Rix?
And Kuvina.
Okay. All right, so again, you have got the who, what, where control for the scene.
I did hear my name, right?
Yes, she said Rix and Kuvina.
You did say.
So they would be the who.
What are you doing? What are your characters doing while you're having this discussion?
Maybe like, I don't know, what the 3 of us do together. Maybe like
Lift weights.
I was thinking about active, like training of some kind, like in the gym. Maybe like Kuvina is doing some dancing and Rex is, I don't know, lifting weights, and Peaches is like fine tuning the equipment. I don't know.
Okay. So take it away.
So, hey guys, I'm just gonna look at some of this equipment, and thought we might talk about something that Pansy brought up earlier. I'm not trying to sell you anything, I promise. That's not what this is.
That's very good. I don't want to buy any of Pansy's merchandise.
I know. Trust me. I know.
Can you spot me real quick?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Like,
I'm just gonna stay over here out of the way.
I mean, you're looking great, Kavina. Those dance moves are looking great.
Yes.
But Pansy brought up, surprisingly, I think an important thing we need to discuss. And he was talking to me and Ava about who should be captain. I think we should probably pick somebody to be the leader of this ragtag group because I think we're gonna be in it for the long haul, and we need some leadership.
You said Pansy was asking about being captain?
Yeah, and he was trying to convince me to do it, but I think maybe he's gonna drug me and like mind control me to do what he wants. I'm not really sure. I don't know why he was doing it. I don't really feel like I'm best suited for the captain role, and I thought I might speak with you guys about it.
At least Pansy didn't suggest himself.
Yeah, that's.
Like I said, I think he might have been trying to like drug me, and
It was probably a poor attempt at reverse psychology, would be my guess.
maybe so. What do y'all think? I mean, do you think we need a captain? Because I do.
I mean, I've been having some thoughts on this lately. I think, yeah, we do need a captain. We're a fairly large group, and if we continue to just fly by the seat of our pants, our indecisiveness will get someone hurt. Look at what happened to Ava.
I don't know.
That was close.
I mean, I barely got there. You know, it's like I can't have another new friend lost. This is getting to be too much.
I have seen firsthand the chaos that comes from disarray. So, in my thinking, I mean, obviously, I don't want Pansy to be in charge. That's ridiculous. Cornelius, I love him to death, but he's a born follower through and through.
I know he's that feels so charismatic that I don't think it's a good idea for him to be the leader of the group.
I believe Ava is the heart of our team, but I don't know that she has the grit necessary to be a captain. Plus her skill, plus her skills in other places are too valuable.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Ava has some things to work out before she can really tap into any leadership potential she might have.
And I mean, I think the best leaders are often ones who have to step into their station, not those who choose it, which is why I propose it be Kavina.
I have no interest in this.
Exactly. That's exactly why I think you're the right person for the job. You and your main goal seems to be surviving. And I think you understand that the best way to survive is that all of us survive. So I know that maybe even if in a second order effect you have our best interest at heart, that will lead you to make the right decisions.
I mean, yeah.
I'm honored, Rix, but I'm perhaps more useful everywhere, and you do have me right. I do seek to slowly survive and get out of this.
I mean, you're one of my top picks too. I think people listen to you. You know, gotta have that in a leader. People gotta listen to you. And I think everybody will listen to you. And I think that you make choices that will keep us alive.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that is what we're trying to do.
And scene.
Yeah, we're so in sync.
All right. Cool. Unfortunately, Jim, we're going to have to delay you until after class.
Oh, okay.
But you can go ahead and consider who you want to talk to. Well,
Oh, I could do it in like 5 minutes because
Well.
I already know exactly what.
You never know. The other players might take you